Now we are going to study about different types of angles. Acute angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle. First one, acute angle. An angle smaller than a right angle, that means less than 90 degree, is called an acute angle. What is an acute angle? An angle smaller than 90 degree. An angle less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. This is an example. We know that this is 90 degree. Angle formed here will be 90 degree. Less than 90 degree, an angle less than 90 degree. So this angle, this is known as an acute angle. An angle less than 90 degree is known as an acute angle. Next one, obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. If an angle is larger than a right angle but less than a straight angle, then it is known as obtuse angle. If an angle is larger than a right angle but less than a straight angle, that means more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Here is an example. This will be an obtuse angle. This will be an obtuse angle. We know that this is 90 degree, and if you extend the line, this will be 180 degree, a straight angle. An angle more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. That is known as an obtuse angle. Then next one, reflex angle. A reflex angle is larger than a straight angle. That means greater than 180 degree. That is known as a reflex angle. Next topic is measuring angles. Measuring angles. We use a protractor to measure an angle. One angle is given here. We have to measure it. Measure the angle given below using a protractor. First we have to place the protractor so that midpoint of the protractor coincide with the vertex B. Midpoint of the protractor coincide with the vertex B of the angle. Then adjust the protractor so that BC, the ray BC coincide with this straight edge of the protractor. Then there are two scales on a protractor. Then adjust the protractor so that BC is along the straight edge of the protractor. Then read the scale which has 0 degree mark coinciding with the straight edge. Here is 0. We have to read from here up to the ray BA. Here it is 120 degree. So this angle will be 120 degree. Angle ABC is equal to 120 degree. Next one, draw an angle of 60 degree. Draw an angle of 60 degree. For that, first draw a ray. First draw a ray PQ. Then PQ. Then place the midpoint of the protractor at the vertex P. Place the midpoint of the protractor at the vertex P. Then we have to draw an angle of 60 degree. Then adjust the protractor so that this straight edge of the protractor coincide with the ray PQ. Then from this 0, we have to read the scale of the protractor from this 0, because this 0 of the protractor coincide with the ray PQ. So read from here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Mark a point there. Then using a scale, join these 2 points. Then this angle will be 60 degree. This angle will be 60 degree. Angle RPQ PQ equal to 60 degree. Next topic, perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle, then the lines are said to be perpendicular. When two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle, that means 90 degree, then the lines are said to be perpendicular lines. If a line AB is perpendicular to CD, line AB CD. If a line AB is perpendicular to CD, we write AB perpendicular to CD. AB perpendicular to CD. This is the notation, AB perpendicular to CD. Now consider this figure. Let AB be a line segment, then consider the midpoint as M, then MN be a line that bisect AB, or MN is a perpendicular bisector of the line AB. Then does the line MN divide AB in two equal parts? Yes, MN divides AB in two equal parts. So we say MN is the bisector of AB. That means MN divides AB in two equal parts. We say MN is the bisector of AB. Also MN is perpendicular to AB. Then we can say MN is the perpendicular bisector of AB. MN is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Next topic is classification of triangles. Classification of triangles. Triangles are classified into different types based on their based on sides as well as angles. First one, naming triangles based on sides. First one, equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangles. A triangle having three equal sides is known as an equilateral triangle. A triangle having three equal sides is known as equilateral triangle. An example is given here. 12 centimeter, 12 centimeter, 12 centimeter. Three sides are equal, so it is an equilateral triangle. Second one, isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. A triangle having two equal sides. A triangle having two equal sides is known as isosceles triangle. An example is given here. Here AC 4 centimeter, BC also 4 centimeter, AB 3 centimeter. Two sides are equal. These two sides are equal, so it is an isosceles triangle. Then next one, scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. A triangle having all three unequal sides. All three unequal sides is known as scalene triangle. One example is given here. PQ 5 centimeter, PR 6 centimeter, QR 3 centimeter. All the three sides are different, so it is a scalene triangle. Three sides are different, so this is a scalene triangle. Next one, naming triangles based on angles. Based on angles. First one, acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. If each angle is less than 90 degree, then the triangle is called an acute angled triangle. If each angle is less than 90 degree, then the triangle is called an acute angled triangle. One example is given here. Here each angle is less than 90 degree. So it is an acute angled triangle. Second one, right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. If any one angle is a right angle, that means 90 degree, then the triangle is called a right angled triangle. If any one angle is a right angle, then the triangle is called a right angled triangle. One example is given here, DFE. One angle is right angle, that means 90 degree. So it is a right angled triangle. Then next one, obtuse angled triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. If any one angle is greater than 90 degree, if any one angle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is called obtuse angled triangle. If any one angle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is called obtuse angled triangle. One example is given here. Here this angle is greater than 90 degree. We know that this is greater than 90 degree. So it is a obtuse angled triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. Now we can go through one question. Name each of the following triangles in two different ways. Name each of the following triangles in two different ways. First one triangle is given here. One side 5 centimeter, this side also 5 centimeter, and this side is 8 centimeter. So it is an isosceles triangle because two sides are equal. Then each angle is less than 90 degree. So it is an acute angled triangle. So we can name this triangle in two ways. One acute angled triangle, then second one isosceles triangle. Acute angled and isosceles triangle. Then second one, three sides are given, 8 centimeter, 15 centimeter, 17 centimeter. So all sides are different. That means scale in triangle. Then one angle is given 90 degree. Right angle. So it is a right angled triangle. So right angled and scale in triangle. Right angled and scale in triangle. Then next one, third one. Two sides are given 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter. So it is an isosceles triangle. Then one angle also given, angle greater than 90 degree. One angle greater than 90 degree. So it is obtuse angled and isosceles triangle. Obtuse angled and isosceles triangle. Then fourth one, two sides are given 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and here one right angle also there. Then this is a right angled triangle, or as well as two sides are equal. So isosceles triangle. Then right angled and isosceles triangle. Then fifth one, three sides are given, 5.2 centimeter, 5.2 centimeter, 5.2 centimeter. So all the three sides are equal. That means it is a equilateral triangle. It is equilateral triangle. Then each angle is less than 90 degree. Each angle is less than 90 degree. So it is acute angled triangle. Equilateral and acute angled triangle. Then next one, three sides are given, 9 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 15 centimeter. Three sides are different. So it is a scale in triangle. Then one angle is given and it is greater than 90 degree. One angle greater than 90 degree. So it is obtuse angled and scale in triangle. Obtuse angled triangle, scale in triangle. This way we can name the triangles in two different ways. Next topic is different types and properties of quadrilaterals. What do you mean by a quadrilateral? A four-sided polygon is known as a quadrilateral. There are different types of quadrilaterals such as parallelogram, square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezium, etc. Then all these figures have four sides. A four-sided polygon is known as quadrilateral. First one, parallelogram. Parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. For a parallelogram, opposite sides will be equal. That means this side and this side, this side and this side. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. This side and this side are parallel side. This also parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Then what about angles? Opposite angles are equal. That means this angle and this angle, this angle and this angle. Opposite angles are equal. Next one, square. This is a square. And you know that for a square, all sides are equal. All four sides equal and two pairs of opposite sides parallel. All sides are equal and this side and this side are parallel. Similarly, this side and this side also parallel. Then what about angle? Each angle equals to 90 degree. In a square, all angles are 90 degree. All angles are 90 degree. Then next one, rectangle. This is a rectangle. Rectangle. Four sides are there. Then two pair of opposite sides are equal. That means this side and this side are equal. If this side is 5 centimeter, this will be also 5 centimeter. If this side is 2 centimeter, this is also 2 centimeter. Two pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. This side and this side are parallel. Then this side and this side also parallel. Then what about angle? Each angle equals to 90 degree. Each angle equals to 90 degree. All angles are 90 degree. Then next one, rhombus. This is a rhombus. All four sides equal and two pair of opposite sides parallel. For a rhombus, all four sides are equal and two pair of opposite sides parallel. This side and this side parallel. This side and this side also parallel and all four sides are equal. Then what about angles? Two pair of opposite angles equal. Two pair of opposite angles equal. This angle and this angle. These two angles are equal. These two angles also equal. Then next one, trapezium. Trapezium. This is a trapezium. For a trapezium, only one pair of opposite sides parallel. Only one pair of opposite side. Only one pair of opposite side parallel. This side and this side parallel. Only one pair of opposite side parallel. Then what about angle? All four angles are unequal. In common, for a trapezium, all angles are unequal. Next topic, classification of polygons. First one, number of sides 3. Then a three-sided polygon is known as triangle. A polygon having three sides is known as triangle. This is a triangle. Then a four-sided polygon is known as quadrilateral. We already studied a four-sided polygon. A polygon having four sides is known as quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral. Then five sides. If the number of sides is 5, it is known as pentagon. A five-sided polygon is known as pentagon. This is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five sides are there. Five-sided polygon is known as pentagon. Then next one, hexagon. A six-sided polygon is known as hexagon. A polygon having six sides is known as hexagon. Consider the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six sides are there. So it is a hexagon. Next one, octagon. A polygon having 8 sides is known as octagon. 8-sided polygon is known as octagon. Consider the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 sides are there. So it is a octagon. Next topic is three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes. Shapes which can be measured in three directions are known as three-dimensional shapes or 3D shapes. They are also known as solid shapes. Cuboid, cube, cylinder, cone, sphere, square pyramid, triangular and triangular prism. First one, cuboid. What is a cuboid? This is a cuboid. For a cuboid, these flat surfaces are known as faces. These flat surfaces are known as faces, and two flat surfaces meet at a point, or the line segment joining two flat surfaces are known as edges. These are the edges. Then this flat surface is known as face, and the line segment joining two flat surfaces, that means two faces, is known as edge. Then what is a corner? For this cuboid, the three edges meeting at a point, the three edges meeting at a point, that points are known as vertex or vertices. This vertices or corner. Then first one, cuboid. How many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many faces are there? 6 faces are there for a cuboid. Then next one, edges. How many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many edges are there? 12 edges are there. Then how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many vertices? 8 vertices. Then next one is a cube. This is a cube. How many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a cube also 6 faces are there. Then how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges are there. Now vertices. How many vertices are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices are there. Then next one, cylinder. This is a cylinder. For a cylinder, 3 faces are there. That means 1, 2, 3. 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. Then how many edges are there? 2 edges are there. 1, 2. 2 curved edges are there. Then how many vertices are there? It has no vertex. Then next one is a cone. Next one is cone. This is known as a cone. For a cone, how many faces are there? 2 faces are there. 1 curved face and 1 flat face. 1 curved face, 1 flat face. Then how many edges are there? Only 1 curved edge. Then how many vertex is there? Only 1 vertex. Only 1 vertex. Then next one is a sphere. This is known as a sphere. It has only 1 face, 1 curved face. Only 1 face, 1 curved face. Then how many edges are there? 0. No edges. How many vertices? No vertices. 0. Then next one is a square pyramid. Next one, square pyramid. Square pyramid. This is a square pyramid. Base is square and then 4 triangles. Then square pyramid. How many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many faces are there? 5 faces are there. 4 triangular faces and 1 square shaped face. Then next one, how many edges are there? How many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges are there. Then how many vertices are there? 1. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices are there. Then next one is a triangular pyramid. This is a triangular pyramid. Base is also a triangle. Triangular pyramid. How many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, for a triangular pyramid, 4 faces are there. 4 faces. Then, how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 edges are there. Then, how many vertices are there? How many vertices are there? 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4. How many vertices? 4 vertices. 4 vertices. Next one, triangular prism. Triangular prism. This is a triangular prism. Then how many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here 2 triangular shaped faces. This is also a triangular shape. This is also a triangular shape. And 3 rectangular shapes. 1, 2, 3 rectangular shapes. Then how many edges are there? Which are the edges? 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8, 9. 9 edges. Then how many vertices are there? Which are the vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many vertices? 6 vertices. So the 5th chapter is over. Hope you understood. See you in next class.